The school's ancestor worship ceremony was interrupted by the sudden rainstorm, but all the students present didn't care. Because the sacrifice lasted 50 years, never got a response from God. It has become the consensus of the whole world that Kyushu has no gods. The so-called sacrificial ceremony has also become a play on the spot, when all the teachers and students of the school line up to return, but there is one person standing in place. The young man's vicissitudes of life are full of determination. Suddenly walked up to the huge bronze dome, waving a long sword in my hand and starting the sacrifice alone. Adam's apple vibrates and sings a simple song. Childish voice penetrates the rain. Let everyone turn back. Then he raised the bronze sword and slashed towards his arm. Then draw a bloody oracle bone in the air. In an instant, the black clouds gather and the wind gushes. Boy suddenly looked up to the sky. Graves in succession. The heaven and the earth have already seen the canopy of evil ghosts and gods in the ancestors. If the younger generation is unfilial, the descendants will turn against. Pray for the blessing of the ancient gods and ancestors. Please ask Yushin to support Lei Shengjue Tianzhen. You raised your bronze sword and knelt before the big ceremony with your back to everyone. Silver snake flying overhead. Tiny electric currents appear all over the playground. The visions of the sky that everyone sees are spiritual heritage. Is this a miracle? Kyushu finally has a miracle. As soon as this word came out, everyone lost their minds for a while. 50 years since the clan invasion. The word miracle has always belonged to the West, so that the people of the country do not know. What is he like? But you watch the sky thunder and lightning. Eyes are very calm. Numerous studies by scientists around the world have shown that Kyushu is not devoid of gods. It's because the calling method is wrong. So there are no idols that are different from the Western gods. Revive. Summoning the gods of Kyushu requires the awakening of the blood. Just chant the mantra devoutly to the intention representing the gods. People have a chance to awaken and have supernatural powers. Just because the people of Kyushu interpret descendants of ancestors, instead of surrendering to God's people like in the West. However, until the end of the Second One-Star Invasion War, the mastery of national talents in Kyushu can promote ancient text and pronunciation of bloodline awakening. The warriors who awakened at that time had no time to practice. After the blood revived, he hurried to the battlefield. Under the corporation of the One-Star Behemoth and the Western gods, hundreds of millions of people in Kyushu suffered casualties, also failed to escape the fate of destroying the country. In the previous life, you were a major general of the Kyushu army. In the end, you fought with the rogues and died on the battlefield. You suddenly look firmly at the sky. Thundercloud, it's 4 years until the second alien invasion. It is enough for the Kyushu kingdom to cultivate many strong people. The thunder in the sky is like a memory of you. A bolt of thunder suddenly falls and hits directly on top of your head. Lightning and rain combined turn the whole playground into a sea of lightning. And you stand upright in the thunderpool safe and sound. In the sky, a phantom with the head of a dragon emerges from the dark clouds. Gold-like eyes staring straight at you. I am Lei Zedyu. What are you talking about? You solemnly kowtow and say loudly, wholeheartedly invade Kyushu and perish. Dawn and thousands of lives are at stake. Lei Zedyu stared into your eyes. Gaze across the long river of time. Saw the end of the world. He raised a hand. The voice is full of majesty. But if you do evil, you will be hit by the 5 thunders and die. After the words fell, Lei Zedyu waved fiercely. Rolling thunder crashes down from the swirl of black clouds. Then it gathers and shines brightly on you. Then the thunder condenses between your eyebrows. Form a thunder rune. There are 9 golden ripples in the rune. This is bone god-level thunder power. You hold the razor with your hands like silver palms and jump. Electro-optic flow in the pupil of the eye. The whole person exudes a horrible breath. The people around finally came back to their senses and were shocked. Horrified, quickly took out the phone and dialed the official number. In the Kyushu Affairs Bureau in Jiangxing, Director Zhou Qian stood at attention by the window looking at the vast rain. Suddenly, there was a hasty knock on the door. The secretary pushed open the door and walked in. Director, hundreds of teachers called. It is said that a miracle occurred in Jiangxing No. 1 High School. Zhou Qianli listened. Put on your black coat now. Open the window and jump out. The secretary sees. Also had to keep up. The 2 of them have a body style that is completely out of proportion to their age. Jump to the roof, looking in the direction of Jiangxing No. 1 High School, where the clouds are thick and the thunder thunders like contempt. Zhou Qianli's pupils flickered and her whole body trembled. Relying on the practitioner's intuition, he felt himself in front of that thunderstorm. Like an ant, When the secretary saw Joe Chandler's eyes, he also had an opinion in his heart. The director is the master of the 4th stage and 9th stage. The strong are among the best in Jiangqing. Joe Chandler shortness of breath. Hurry up and ask the day secretary to report to Jungle Mansion. He himself flew to Jiangqing No. 1 High School. Meanwhile, the Angel of the West. The 9th Order winged angel above the throne of the body. Michael suddenly woke up. He was wondering. But there is a throbbing in my heart. It seems that something terrible is going on. But the angels in the temple lined up solemnly. No riot. Suddenly, a cardinal ran in a panic. A secret report came from the people who killed us in Kyushu. A miracle appeared in Jiangqing No. 1 High School. Lee Giles' eyes turned cold. Even the surrounding air turns cold. In the next moment, the eyes are filled with white light. His divine sense penetrated thousands of miles to reach the land of Kyushu. I saw the battlefield shrouded in clouds. However, just as he was about to explore further. But founder, the thick purple thunder thundered. His divine sense didn't have time to react and was directly hacked. On the shattered throne, Michael looked pale. Miracles did appear in Kyushu. And it's a strong spirit. Hurry up and call Angel Kalubo to check it out. I want to know who the other party is. And this scene is happening all over the world right now. America's Meteorite Kingdom. Desert Legion Festival in the Middle East. The only remaining countries in the world have sent gods to investigate. Let Jiangcheng suddenly become the focus of the world. Consulate General of Kyushu. Marshal Yu Huqing walked into the office of the General Consul. Radar detects a large number of powerhouses above the 6th ranking rank, approaching me Kyushu. The general who heard the news did not show any timidity. The old face is full of joy and relief. My god of Kyushu has finally appeared. Suddenly, the commander-in-chief's eyes turned cold, and his expression became tough. Immediately order the border guards to enter the first level of combat readiness. If anyone dares to break in, destroy them at all costs. Another announcement to the world. Anyone who covets will be regarded as an enemy by Kyushu Bio. The leader of Yehu City couldn't help feeling excited. How long has Kyushu not been so tough? With one order, the Kyushu border guards are on standby. Various types of radar closely monitor. The fighter plane takes off and the missile goes up. The first to reach the border. He is a level 6 powerhouse in Yamado. Warn you that you are about to illegally enter the territory of Kyushu. Leave immediately. Leave immediately. The strong men of the great Japanese kingdom saw this battle. Also gasped. Pulling the nuke missiles of the base so quickly. Kyushu came up to do such a big job. You must know that there are only 8th level semi-vital powerhouses, in order to withstand the impact of nuclear weapons and radiation. When he hesitated, the strong men of the peninsular country on the other side have already jumped into them. Beijing in Kyushu. The border guard's face turned red with anger. Slammed down the pistol. Give me an order to hit me with a 5,000-ton nuclear weapon. Soar into the sky, flying towards the target at Mark 20. Huge mushroom cloud voice control in no man's land. Prove to the world the attitude of Kyushu. While the external situation is tense and chaotic, you have finally awakened. Aura between heaven and earth trails inside with unbelievable speed. From pores to blood vessels, from muscles to internal organs. Release the power that has been buried for a long time. You just feel hot. The rain falls on the body with a sizzling sound. Your eyes look forward to sitting cross-legged. After awakening in the previous life, he was only a 3rd rank warrior, already the best among his peers. In just 1 year, he has cultivated to the 6th order Wangju. At that time, it was only the helper who awakened the 2nd generation of gods. This time, it is China's strongest thunder body. Half an hour later, as the aura storm subsides, you slowly open your eyes. Raging power rushes through the blood. Lift your spirits. You feel the aura in Dantian. A silver pill appeared in my mind. The silver pill rotates slowly, with 3 purple marks on it. Surrounded by white mist. Cultivation level has been raised to level 4 Grandmaster level 3. Practice like this. In less than a year, you can definitely become a tier 6 king level powerhouse. Wait until your breath returns and you open your eyes and look ahead. The school building has been evacuated. Not a single student or teacher around. Instead, it's a bureaucrat in black. They stand like statues in the wind and rain. Silent Gong Wei. 10 meters away, a middle-aged man with a square face saw you wake up. Step forward immediately. Hello. I am Zhou Qianli, Director of Kyushu Bojuang City Affairs Bureau. Was the intention just now the miracle you caused? You also stood up and nodded to shake hands. Zhou Qianli looked suspiciously at that god. Is there no revival of the gods? By convention, after the miracle, there is bound to be a revived god. But now the miracle disappeared and nothing was found. You smile. Open your mouth and explain that our Kyushu is different from foreign countries. We are not summoning gods. Instead, it promotes the awakening of everyone's blood vessels. All of us are descendants of the ancestors of the ancient gods, who see their ancestors upon awakening. And the level of the ancestors of the ancient gods you saw. It also determines your potential. The one I awakened is none other than Lizi, the first generation of China. You glanced at Zhou Qianli, who was still digesting the information, knowing that those secrets are out of reach at his level. Director Zhou, I hope to meet with the leader of the Kyushu Kingdom immediately. Zhou Qianli also came back to his senses and realized that the superiors had already sent someone down, that the power of the miracle matters. Until then, hopefully, let's protect. Then you and him came to Jiangqing Affairs Bureau. I saw a white jade angel statue standing in the courtyard, arms stretched in the rain, with a look of pity. You can't help but have some doubts. In front of our Kyushu State Affairs Bureau. How to place an angel statue. Zhou Qianli also sighed. We in Kyushu have no gods to guide us. Faith practitioners practice too slowly. This statue was sent half a month ago to assist in cultivation. Already considered above. Faith promotion in Western gods. Zhou Qianli and the secretary looked at each other with wry smiles. The huge Kyushu doesn't even have a larger companion god. The strength is too different from other countries. And at this time, not far away, there are two men standing on the corner of the street. It's clear that Tada Jun has the upper hand. Now is the time for us to die for Yamado. Amateur Rizu, God bless. The two of them bit the capsule in their mouths at the same time.